Welcome to Murfin Africa. Since our first investment in 2014, we have developed a diverse portfolio of businesses.
10 years later, seeing all the different companies and the impact that's been had and the growth that we've seen, it's been a wild journey.
Our investees share a commitment to sustainable growth, delivering high-grade products, strong returns, and quality jobs.
So the businesses that we're building, we really want them to have that legacy because it's something that's going to extend beyond me, beyond Murfin Africa for years and years, even beyond the businesses that we work with.
We partner with trusted local operators, existing businesses, and new entrepreneurs.
Without Murfin Africa, there'll be no Kingdom Trading, and I would have been starting here as an entrepreneur.
Let us take you on a tour of East and Southern Africa to visit some of our experienced teams in the world's fastest growing continent. In Zimbabwe, we own a majority stake in Mushandi Holdings, who have 2 farms growing top quality soft fruit for export. In Zambia, we have Umoja, our regional microfinance business, and Western Power, developing a 180 megawatt run-of-river hydroelectricity plant on the mighty Zambezi River. This is one of the largest private hydropower projects in Africa and will supply growing regional demand for on- and off-grid renewable energy. Yellow Stripe Resources operate a zero-carbon emissions scrap metal recycling plant, producing more than 24,000 tons of steel annually. Kenya is an African powerhouse, one of the largest economies in the region. Here we have Liberty Group, who operates 6 international retail brands with 29 outlets in Nairobi and Mombasa, and Kingdom Trading, supplying fast-moving consumer goods to large supermarkets. Umoja opened Kenya operations in 2022 and continues to expand. And then there's Uganda, Murfin Africa's home. House of Concrete was our first investment. They disrupted the construction industry here with mobile volumetric concrete mixing technology and now have sites across the country. In the Rwenzori Mountains, we have Agri-Evolve producing coffee, and Latitude, who source organic cocoa for export and for making craft chocolate at their factory in Kampala. Kampala is also home to Kingdom Trading, our wholesale distribution company, and Pizza Hut, now part of Liberty Group. Umoja, our in-house investment, is also based here, providing microfinance for nearly 100,000 women all across the country.
These ladies are from rural areas and they have little or no access to commercial bank loans. These are small loans between $150 to about $350. So once our loans officers go out to market, they identify these women who already have small businesses running. We know that we have to empower them with financial information. We have to take charge of their financial well-being. I think this is testament to the fact that we really care about these ladies because we go a step further to make sure that they grow.
Linga sinabayingira mu Umoja nalimanga hafu oba ya bijanjalo yeeyo oba ya kasooli nga yeeyo nga nsobola okubanga kale bwe ngatta nkungula ng'akakadde kamu. Naye kati okuva bwe nayingira mu Umoja ntandise kati gundi season eyasooka nakungula nalima hafu yika ya bijanjalo ne yika ya kasooli. Kati wenjogera nakungula obukadde 3,700 nga ndi mu Umoja. Ngamba bange nange mu government mbajjeeyo nkubiriza abakyala abatanaba kujja mweyongera okujja.
Umoja employs more than 600 people in Uganda, Kenya, and Zambia. Most are recent graduates. Umoja's training program gives them lifelong professional skills.
In Swahili, Umoja means togetherness, and that's something that we feel sets us apart as a microfinance. We're using a proven model, but because of the way we work together as a team and build a unique culture across the board in our company, we've been able to differentiate ourselves and become a strong microfinance that cares about the people from top to bottom.
Umoja is on track to reach 1 million borrowers in the next 10 years, catering to East Africa's booming population.
Populations are growing fast across East and Southern Africa. The workforce across Africa by 2050 will double. If we build businesses in Africa that create jobs, that's such a huge impact.
Especially in rural communities, one income for a household can support many dependents. One job supports many, many lives. And the impact will be there long after we come and go.
So between the two farms at Mushandi, we employ about 800 people and 78% are women. We have a number of certifications and this helps us go above and beyond for our workers. Every break time, the workers come and queue up to get the food. And we also have a creche where the nursing mothers can come and leave their children there. Some people work in other places and they just get promised we'll pay you at the month end. Come month end, they don't get their pay. It makes such a big difference. People know that when they come to work here, they'll definitely get paid. And then they can buy food and they can buy clothes and they can pay their kids' school fees.
As well as creating quality jobs, businesses across our portfolio support employees in further education, like Tendai Ziko, who is studying to become a chartered accountant with support from Mushandi.
Mushandi has done a lot. They've actually paid for my fees. Then they've also offered me transport to go to Harare, since in Macheke there are no tuition providers for their qualification. There's no way that I was going to do that without the support of the business.
Production is increasing at both of Mushandi's farms. Zimbabwe's unique climate allows them to hit the market with top-quality blueberries and strawberries 3 to 4 months ahead of all other major producers.
The edge we have as Mushandi primarily, I think, starts with the country and its resource. That means water, that means land, that means climate. We've got great skills. Me and my family have brought people through from years and years and years of following us with project by project. They senior management now, their kids and siblings grow up in the business. They get educated by us, they get sent to college by us. And I think that gives us the edge because the ethos of the family is the same as the ethos of the Shona culture. And it's strong for a business.
Globally, the demand for ethically sourced but also luxury products like coffee, berries has really, really grown over the past few years. And Africa definitely has the resources, it has the land, and it also has the manpower. We have great teams and great people here to be able to deliver on that demand.
With Murfin Africa's investment, Agri-Evolve has built the only wet-to-dry mill in Uganda, processing red coffee cherries into green beans for export. Improving the environment is a priority for Agri-Evolve. The pulp left over from processing goes back to farmers to rebuild soil health.
Besides exporting washed coffee, we also utilize the pulp that comes from the coffee to be able to make fertilizer, which is an organic fertilizer. And to us, this is a very big opportunity because we already have around 1,000 farmers who are organically certified, and we expect them to use only substrates which are organic. So from the same value chain, everything is going back to the farmers. The same farmers who give us red cherries, they again benefit from the pulp that they supply with their coffee.
During the rainy season in the Rwenzori Mountains, more and more topsoil is lost every year, so rebuilding soil with organic practices is critical. Agri-Evolve is also planting thousands of new trees for additional protection against the rains and more shade for the coffee plants.
We are losing a lot of trees around the Rwenzori Mountains. People harvest them before they are mature. People harvest them for charcoal. People harvest them early for firewood. And as a result, we have opened tree nurseries where we raise tree seedlings, and per season, we give them to our farmers. In 10 years from now, we are targeting 2030, we should have 1 million tree seedlings planted around the Rwenzori Mountains. This is our aim.
The growth and impact that we can see in those rural areas is immense. You can see it everywhere. At the same time, more and more people are moving to the city, and urbanization and these big megacities that are coming up across Africa are a huge area where there's need and impact as well. It's this middle class that's growing in the city. And this middle class they're using their phones. They've all got smartphones. They're on Twitter, they're on Facebook, on social media. And they're seeing all sorts of international brands. And the demand for that is immense in East Africa. Yeah, so we were the first Pizza Hut in Uganda. And that was an incredible story, opening up the first store here. What we didn't realize when we started Pizza Hut was how difficult the supply chain and getting Pizza Hut corporate standard and quality food and supplies was gonna be to get that locally here in Kampala. And yeah, we had to spend years figuring out how we're gonna build up local suppliers, how we're gonna build a pizza that can taste good like a Pizza Hut pizza, but also be affordable for the middle and even lower middle class that we have here in Kampala.
In 2022, Murfin Africa merged Pizza Hut Uganda with the owners of Pizza Hut in Kenya, Liberty Group, who operate other international retail brands.
Kingdom Trading is also catering to that market, where they're selling to the middle class and really bringing in quality products to supermarkets in Kenya and Uganda.
Murfin Africa provided Kingdom Trading with seed capital, and we are investing in the company's ongoing expansion into new retailers and new markets. Access to capital is a major barrier to growth for entrepreneurs across the region.
The local sources of capital are quite challenging, it's expensive, and it's short term. But also, they offered us the management oversight, if you like, because they're part of our board, both here in Uganda and in Kenya, and that's also really critical. Because it's not just about the capital; it's also about someone that you're accountable to, someone who guide you, someone who has the experience, someone who is also inspiring. Because they're big business already; they've walked this journey that we're walking.
This is the new frontier. This is where expansion and growth will happen. This is where there are new opportunities, there are undiscovered fields. And with a growing population size, with a growing market size, this is where you should be.
At Murfin Africa, we are looking forward to a second exciting decade. As markets across Africa expand and develop, we will support our businesses to grow, harnessing the unique opportunities this emerging continent has to offer.
After 16 years of working in Africa, I've seen a lot of different things, and I've seen that running strong, for-profit businesses in different parts of Africa is really how you can have the most impact in the communities that you're involved in, socially and economically now and for generations to come.